blackout.
Kind of.
Victor, this Saturday in OKC, it's do or die for your team. What is the first thing that comes to your mind when you think about Game 7?
First thing is listening to, the experienced people, whether it's on our team, on our staff, or outside. We got the chance to have plenty of those around.
Vic, what'd you think about the way you guys met the moment in tonight's do-or-die ball game?
I think we were consistent and we did what we needed to do. Trusted the game, trusted the basketball gods.
Speaking of meeting the moment, Dylan looked like his normal self tonight. What did you see from him, and how relaxed was he mentally in this game?
I don't know how relaxed he was. Everybody approaches games, especially this type of games, differently. But the result was definitely there and impressive as always.
With your team's effort defensively, especially Carter and some of the minutes that he was able to give tonight?
The effort? It was great. I mean, should be consistent, always the same, but it was great. The bench was great tonight.
Yeah.
Really 1 through 15.
Yeah, Vic, something that your teammates were saying after last game is that you guys have played really well when playing desperate. And so I guess the question is, what does playing desperate look like to you? And when both teams, I mean, obviously everyone's playing hard in the playoffs, but Game 7.
Just feels like it erases kind of all the little mistakes that we do that are human nature, whether it's in the regular season or previous games. We just got to fight that all the time. And when your back's against the wall, it feels like it's the best opportunity to do that.
Victor, just talk about just the offensive flow. It seemed like y'all did a nice job moving, and another defense led to the offense. But just talk about just the offense that y'all had tonight.
Excuse me?
Just the offense that you had tonight, just the flow.
We played together, we passed the ball, and trusted the game plan as always.
Just talk about the defense in that third quarter. Y'all outscored them 20-2 during a stretch. They scored 2 points in the final 8 minutes. Lockdown defense. Just talk about that.
I think we need to be consistent, and we're definitely us scoring them 20-2 is not a realistic projection that we want to do. But when we get everything together, these moments are going to happen, and the key is to stay consistent.
Victor, je sais que c'est très à chaud.
San Antonio, the visitors, Oklahoma City, a win from a third trip to the NBA Finals.
This group being pretty cognizant themselves of their history with Game 3s, and that you didn't even need to really step into that conversation in this postseason. But Game 6 is a pretty similar history with this group. What makes this game so difficult to win, and why did you think they couldn't really correct that history tonight?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's hard to win a playoff game, period, against anybody. It's hard to win a playoff game against a great team. It's hard to win a playoff game against a great team on the road. It's hard to win, really any Game 6 in that situation. So I don't know that it was necessarily anything we did wrong. I thought we were ready to play. I felt confident going into the game, and I felt confident, like I said, at halftime. It had the makings of a road win if we could be the team that threw the punch in the third, and they were the team that did that, which is why they won the game.
You talked before about when Dub comes back, he's just itching to get back out there. Can you kind of speak to what you've seen out of him these past few days in terms of that, but also how he's finding that balance between, understanding when is the right time rather than just rushing it?
I mean, he's been questionable for all these games, and he's warmed up, and he's been on the doorstep, and it's just a matter of how he feels before the game in combination with the people on our side. Like I said, there's a lot of stakeholders in a situation like that. It's a very unique situation. Everybody was on the same page, understood, how we wanted to handle it, and we handled the situation as best we could. But again, I don't want any of the details of that to overshadow like what a big time competitor this guy and big time team guy. He's not waiting until he feels pristine. He just wants to be a part of it, just wants to help the team, and I give him a ton of credit for that.
Mark, following up on Joel's question, I mean, with the Game 6s, well, you won a Game 7 versus Denver versus Indiana. Is that sort of a positive that you can glean from this game, just knowing that you guys have bounced back from, a bad Game 6 before?
Yeah, I mean, we've had a lot of experiences to this point. And the one thing that we've learned more than anything is like every game has a new life. Every game is earned, if you want to win it. Game 7 will be no different. This is obviously a quality opponent. We have to play obviously a lot better than we did tonight. And we understand that from a number of experiences. So, we'll get off our feet tomorrow. We'll get some rest, learn from the tape. Take the lessons from tonight that are relevant for Game 7 and be ready to go out there and throw our best punch.
Statistically, Shea's in as rough a shooting stretch as he's had really since he's emerged as a star. How much of that is the caliber of defense that he's facing? How much of that is make or miss? What do you see as the factors of the funk that he's in, and how he maybe could bust out Game 7?
I thought last game, I was pretty encouraged last game with the cracks we were able to get him, and obviously I don't think we were able to do that as well tonight. I'd never discredit the defense and the opponent. There's always that. There are things I think we can do better. It's similar to what I was saying after Game 4. Our global approach tonight relative to San Antonio's didn't give us the best chance offensively. And some of that was our defense. We were taking the ball out of the net a lot tonight. Some of that was shot making early, but then there was some controllable stuff, especially in the third, that I thought could have helped us, get out on the break, loosen up their defense a little bit more. So the two ends are connected, and the whole game's connected. It's not one guy, his shots, anything like that. We all need to play better on both ends of the floor. If we do that, it'll put everybody at a better advantage.
Mark, you said Dub isn't 100%. That being said, are you sort of putting him in the game again in Game 7, given whatever percentage he is at?
I mean, there's a lot of conversation with him that goes into that, and everybody here. So I don't have any information about how he came out of the game. He looked, relative to the situation, I thought he looked pretty good. But we'll see how he feels, and we'll huddle back up and do everything we can to get him ready, and then take it from there, just like we did in all these other games.
Just a quick follow. Wemby has had a couple explosive games in this series, and this felt like the one game where he started from three. I think he hit his first 3 threes. Does that, when he starts hitting shots like that, does that change the way you need to approach the matchup? Like what changes when that's where he starts going?
I mean, every single opponent, whether it's individual players or teams, there's things that you have control over, and you make them earn things, and then there's an element of talent or shot making or variance or whatever you want to call it. And we just believe strongly that if you take care of the stuff that you can control, that gives you the best chance over the course of a game, over the course of a series, over the course of a season, to make it as difficult as possible on those players and on those teams. The alternative would be to overreact, and that ends up opening up other things. So when he's making shots early like that, over a hand, you tip your hat and you just try to root back into the controllables. I thought there was enough with their whole team. There was enough we could control tonight that would have given us a better chance to compete in the game. Doesn't guarantee we would have won it. But, when you lose the way we did tonight, there's a lot more we could have done. That's what we'll look at, and we'll go out there and try to do our best to execute those things in Game 7 and give ourselves the best chance to win.
Anyone else?
Yep, thank you.
Steph, over here to your right. Right. You guys kind of took over the game there.